All right, everybody, here we are in our second part of Christianity. We're going to see how Christians began to develop churches and to see how the Christianity actually spread out. And let's begin right here with the Christian church. We're looking at our Pope today. This is the Catholic Church's leader, which is the first Christian church, Pope Francis. And we'll be talking about a Pope today. So here we go. So the Christian church. All right, have your pen ready to go? 3333222222111. Here we go. A growing faith. During the 100 years after whose death? Who's the big guy who died? After Jesus's. Oh, let's capitalize that. There we go. What doesn't want to capitalize? Here we go. Jesus's death. Christianity won followers around the, where are they? Roman world. The empire itself helped spread Christian ideas. That's right. The peace and order established by Rome allow people to travel in safety. That's right. It was not a pain to travel around Rome. Christians used well-paved Roman, what do they build? Those roads to carry their messages from place to place. Since most of the empire's people spoke either Latin or Greek, Christians could talk with them directly. There's a little summarization. Here's our first question. So, how did Romans treat Christians? Roman officials began to see the Christians at first as a threat to the government. All people in the empire were usually allowed to worship freely. But the Romans expected everyone to honor the emperor as a god. Christians, like the Jews, they didn't like this, so they refused to do this. They claimed that only God could be worshipped. Christians also refused to serve in the army or hold public office. They criticized Roman festivals and the games. They didn't like the gladiator games. They thought they were evil and bad. As a result, the Romans saw the Christians as traitors who should be punished. All right, the year is 64. All right. The Roman government began to, the word you need to know is persecute, to persecute or mistreat Christians just because they're Christians. At this time, this crazy emperor named Nero accused Christians of starting a terrible fire that burned much of Rome, almost all of it. Christianity was then made illegal, and many Christians were not just persecuted, but they were killed. Other persecutions then followed. During these difficult times, many Christians became anybody know what this is? Martyrs. Became martyrs. These are people willing to die for their beliefs. Because of their beliefs, Christians were forced to bury their dead in hiding in these places called catacombs. They had to hide and bury their in catacombs or underground burial places. Even with all of their hardships, Christianity, it didn't go away. It actually spread. All right. Over time, it even began to draw people from all, not just the poor, but all classes. Many Romans grew tired of war and feared the end of the empire. They began to, what did they begin to do? They began to admire the faith and courage of the Christians. And at the same time, many Christians started to accept the empire. So the Romans started to admire the Christians. And then the Christians, they started accepting Roman Empire. So they started blending together. And this will lead to the Holy Roman Empire. All right, next question. Why does Rome adopt Christianity? In the early 300s, the Emperor Diocletian carried out the last great persecution of Christians. Diocletian, what did he do? Diocletian failed. And Roman officials began to realize that Christianity had grown too strong to be destroyed by force. Then in 312, the Roman emperor, all right, think of Constantinople. What's his name? Constantine. The Roman Emperor Constantine accepted Christianity. All right. According to the tradition, Constantine saw a flaming cross in the sky as he was about to go to battle. Written beneath the cross were the Latin words that meant, "In this sign you will conquer." Constantine won the battle after putting the symbol on all of his soldiers' shields. And he believed that the Christian God had helped him. And in 313, Constantine issued an order called the Edict of Milan. All right. Now, what this did, it gave religious freedom to all people and made Christianity legal. It's not the only religion in Rome, but it's legal now because of the Edict of Milan. Constantine began giving government support to Christianity. With the help of his mother, Helena, he built churches in Rome and in Jerusalem and other places. He also let church officials serve in the government and excuse them from paying taxes. So the leaders of the Christian church didn't have to pay taxes. Sounds pretty good. Constantine's successor, the emperor, his name is Theodosius, made Christianity's Rome's official religion. So now it went from being legal, now it's the only religion in 392. At this time, he outlawed all other religions. All right, next topic. What is the New Testament? Along with explaining Christian ideas, church leaders preserved a written record of the life of Jesus and put together a group of writings to help guide Christians. Jesus himself left no writings. His followers, however, passed on what they could or what they knew about him. By 300, 4 different accounts of Jesus' life, his teaching, and resurrection had become well known. Christians believe these accounts were written by early disciples, right, of Jesus named, and you've heard these names, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Right? Each work was called a gospel, all right, which means good news. Christians later combined the 4 gospels with the writings of Paul, who used to be Saul, and other early Christian leaders. Together, these works form the New Testament of the Bible. It is used by Christians today. All right, next topic. Who is the Pope? As the church grew, the Bishop of Rome claimed power over other bishops. He believed that he had the authority of who the Catholics think were the first pope, is Peter. All right, Jesus is his leading disciple. Also, his diocese, that's his area of control, was in Rome, the capital of the empire. By 600, the Bishop of Rome had gained a special title. They call him Pope. The title comes from the Latin word meaning father. So they call Pope Father. Latin-speaking Christians accepted the Pope as the head of the church. Their churches became known as the Roman Catholic Church. All right, Greek-speaking Christians would not accept the Pope's authority over them and will form their own church in the Eastern Roman Empire, or which is the, all right, anybody know? What's the other empire in the East? The Byzantine Empire. So, to rephrase this, the Pope is the head of the Catholic Church, the first Christian church, and they believe that all popes are like Peter, the first person to lead the church. All right, here's just a few pictures here. If I can get them to come up. I don't know if they're going to come up, but Oh, there they are. There's the Pope again.